everyone, we're gonna start the tutorial for creating Valentine's Day card. This time it's gonna be a package for a chocolate. It's gonna be a Hershey's 43 grams, the one you find in any store. Okay, so the most important thing to say is that we're gonna be using the software Inkscape. This is a very powerful tool similar to Illustrator, but this is free. So you can download it from the internet, and it's absolutely free, and it's a very, very powerful and convenient tool. So the first thing we're going to do is to open a new document, a new file, and we go to File and open a new project. Okay, this time I'm going to be using this project that I had already opened, and it should be something like this. The measures are going to be 14 centimeters width and 12 centimeters height, and it's going to be divided in 3 sections. The first section, well, the section on the top and the bottom are going to be the one that wraps up the chocolate, and it's going to be 2.5 centimeters, then 5 centimeters. That is going to be the part on the front, actually the principal face of your chocolate, and then 4.5 centimeters and height and 14 centimeters width. And these parts right here and these parts right here, you can add any elements and any design you want. But the frontal face is the most important one, and it is important that you include all the elements you want. Think about the elements that might be, that even if they are corny or very, very romantic free, they are going to be very romantic for that special person you love. Okay, so I'm going to be working on the same document, but you can also open a new document. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to create the square that well, the rectangle that is going to be my background. Okay, so right here I have a rectangle, and the first thing I'm going to do is to change my units from pixels to centimeters. Okay, now I can set my width. I set 14 centimeters and height 12 centimeters. Okay, now it's something like this, and I can start by dividing these rectangles in 3 sections. The first, we can use the ruler, but I find it more convenient to use, you can use the ruler, okay, but I find it more convenient to use another rectangle. Okay, so in this time it's gonna be something like this, and we said that it's height 2.5 centimeters and width 14 centimeters. Okay, so I'm going to place it on top, and I'm not going to use it anyway. I'm going to delete it later, and then I'm going to create another one that is going to be my frontal face of 5 centimeters. Okay, so probably I copy with Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Okay, now I'm just going to adjust the height to 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters height. Then I'm going to change it right here. This is the only one I'm going to be using, but anyway, I'm going to delete it later. Okay, I deleted this one right here. So on this frontal face, I'm going to create my main design. This time I want you to create at least a heart in a cartoon character. Okay, so let's start. The first thing, I'm going to explain these toolboxes very briefly. So we have the selection tool, then we have the node selection tool. Okay, this tool right here selects node by node, point by point. Then we're not going to use these curves, these curls or waves, magnifier. Anyway, the shortcut is the letter Z. Then the ruler that we're not going to use, then the square, that is the one I already used, 3D, we won't use it now. Then a circle, we can use it. Polygons, then spirals, we don't use it too much. Then the pencil, we won't use it because I want you to concentrate on using the pen. The pen is going to help us draw point by point or node by node. The least nodes you create, the better your drawing will be because it will be smoother and lighter. Then calligraphic lines, if you want to write something free-handed, text, and well, the bucket that is for filling with color. Okay, so in order to draw our heart, I'm going to be using the pen. Okay, the shortcut for zoom is the letter Z. Okay, so I'm going to start by creating a heart with my pen tool. I create, as I said before, the least points or the least nodes possible, the better. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I close my polygon. First of all, you're gonna see a polygon, and then we're going to change that polygon by using this selection tool, this node selection tool, with to change them to curves. Okay, so I'm gonna be choosing only this node and transform it into a curve. Okay, if you saw, I'm gonna do it again. We change from a polygon to a curve. Okay, when we move these handles called lasers, we create different lengths of curves. And this tool right here allows you to move independently X and Y. While we have this one right here, it moves the two dimensions X and Y at the same time. This time I'm going to be using this one because I want to move them independently. This one and this one are not going to be curves because I want to create a heart. Then I choose this point right here, choose my curve tool, and I start moving my handles, my blazers, they're called blazers, to create the right curve I want. Now what I can do is also to move directly from the line I just created to obtain these blazers, even though they are not curves. This type of blazers, I can move my blazers so I have the right curve. Okay, so you are going to move it until you have the curve desired. This one corresponds to this line, and this blazer right here corresponds to this one. Okay, so now I have my heart, and I'm going to change my my color. I choose another color right here. Now, in order to change the color inside, you just click on any of these color palettes. However, if what you want to change is the stroke, here you should have to click on the right button and click on fijar trazo or stroke. Okay. This time I don't want any stroke, so what I'm going to do is to go to this little X and right click and set stroke. Okay, I'm going to change it to a different color like this. Another shortcut, by clicking space tab you can navigate through the image. Okay, good, perfect, very nice. Now what I'm going to do is to download a character, a cartoon character from the internet, and what I'm going to do is to copy this character to trace it myself, to draw it myself. So I'm going to find whatever you want. It can be a Mickey Mouse, it can be a Kirby, it can be anything you want. Okay, I'm going to download this from SpongeBob.